of electing their leaders. And therefore, I thank them very much for having elected me as their member. I come from Mandera South Constituency, which is a constituency in Mandera County, bordering a very difficult neighbor, Somalia, on one side, and Ethiopia on the other side. Coming back to the President's speech, I would say that the President's speech, particularly between paragraph 5 and 7, encouraged a lot about the confidence that Kenyans have in Parliament and also the executive. The President's speech was very inspiring in the sense that he noted that a lot more members have been re-elected in Parliament and also a lot more members who are re-elected in Senate. And he also mentioned about the broad-based support the government has got in 39 counties, having achieved 25% in the 35 counties. And the President reminded us, and maybe it is a challenge to us, that the confidence shown in us, both as Parliament and Executive, must be translated in terms of raising the bar to serve Kenyans, and also to ensure that there is accountability to the electorates who have elected us. As a member of Mandera South, I think my people that I represent in Parliament will definitely be happy to support the legislative agenda of His Excellency, the President, because the agenda actually is transformative on many issues that affect the people of my constituency. The President particularly talked about people living in people living in the region where I come from, northeastern, particularly Mandera County, have historically felt left behind or marginalized. But the President's speech was very inspiring because he said his administration will be an open and transparent administration, and he assured us that his government will serve, quote, all people in all wards of each constituency and all constituencies in every region. That was very reassuring, and it is very hopeful for us, the constituents who live particularly in peripheral areas of this country like Mandera. The President's promise to seek additional resources to support the bottom-up scaling of justice, as well as his promise of allocating Kenya shillings 50 billion to the Hustlers Fund, is particularly inspiring because majority of the people I represent in Parliament happen to be at the bottom of the pyramid, and both initiatives, which is part of the President's legislative agenda, that is bottom-up scaling of justice, and the Hustlers Fund, the 50 billion Hustlers Fund for MSMEs, is a timely and most welcome idea. And I would say, Madam Speaker, that we need bottom-up scaling, not just in scaling of justice, but also scaling up of key government departments in some of these peripheral constituencies like where I come from. Like, for example,